How important is it for your woman to bring income to the household?
It's not that important. I was born in Egypt. We're meant to take care of women back home.
I'm like from the Muslim family. I don't need the income from her. I love her. That's
important because she should be able to like sustain the lifestyle I give her. It's a 50-50 relationship. Just because she's bringing in income doesn't mean like she got to spend it, but she at least got to like prove herself. You feel me? If you want to be a housewife, do that, but you got to be a good housewife.
If I can sit in my ass and do nothing while she works, that's the ideal relationship.
Wow.
I want a sugar mama to take care of me. I want to have to do nothing in my life. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful life?
When it works for me, but not the other way around.
Zero. None. Doesn't matter.
Not at all?
None. She just gotta, like, as long as she has her own things and goals that she wants to do, that's all that matters.
Do you feel it?
What do you mean?
The connection? Okay, so you don't. Okay, it's fine. I'm just here to help the people out.
I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from the black community if I say this, but we have enough black-owned restaurants, salons, boutiques, eyelash techs. We need to start thinking outside the box when we try to create a black-owned business. We already have enough of those, and I'm not hating on nobody who does those. I support it all the way because I like eating at black-owned restaurants and going to black-owned salons, but we have enough of those, and we need to start thinking out of the box a little bit. Like, we need, like, black construction companies, black arcades, a black hardware store, hell, even black gas stations. We need to step our game up a little bit.
I'm so sick of hearing grown people who don't know how to properly communicate scream about how communication is key. If you take someone disagreeing with your opinion as disrespect, you don't know how to properly communicate. If nobody beat your ass, screamed at you, got in your face, they just simply disagreed with your opinion, one, you've never been disrespected, really, and two, again, I say, you don't know how to properly communicate. If you're down to communicate when it comes to sharing your thoughts, your opinions, your experiences through life, but when others try to do the same with you, you're closed off to it, you don't know how to fucking communicate. If you pride yourself on how direct you are, you don't have any problem saying anything to anybody's face. But when the time comes, you either shut down or you can't talk without throwing subliminal slugs, then you're not a good communicator and you're scary as all fuck. If you can't express how you feel without wanting to fight, yelling, or degrading somebody, then you're not a good communicator. We learned how to speak when we were fucking babies. Just because you're an adult and you know how to talk doesn't mean that you know how to fucking communicate. Food for thought.
This is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but this Friday could use a little controversy, so here we go. So I very rarely use words like right and wrong or good and bad. I personally think that kind of language teaches humans to respect behaviors and not people. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't have boundaries or I don't teach my kids my morals and my values. It's just that I frame them in a way that they understand that my beliefs are not universal, and that's okay. So I say things like, I'm having a hard time with all the noise right now. Can we try something else? Instead of, it's inappropriate to be loud in public. Or, I don't like being late. Can we speed this up a bit? And here's the important part. Because I respect them, their preferences, and their boundaries, they're a lot more likely to respect mine. Now, I can think of several adults who have a hard time respecting other people's boundaries because said boundaries do not fit into the context of what they learned was right and wrong or good and bad. And I think it's time we see a little bit of the opposite. You may think it's wrong that my child doesn't want to give you a hug, but you respect it because you respect her and her preferences. You may think it's bad that your sister's kids don't eat meat, but you respect it because you respect her and her preferences. You may think it's a good idea to pop your grandbaby's hand, but you don't because you respect your son and his preferences. And I truly believe that a lot of super particular, self-righteous adults are just big kids that did not learn the difference between right and wrong and preferences. Y'all, we got preferences. Let's just respect the preferences. It's easy.
People kill me always trying to ask you where you are and like, where you at in life, yo? Well, I'm right around the corner from retarded, but I'm on don't fuck with me and don't get me fucked up. Go on about your business before I start coming around retarded.
If they want to do what they want to do, it has nothing to do with you. They did not cheat on you. They cheated on themselves.
She's saying exactly what I've always believed, and I have no clue as to where this this somebody belongs to you, don't cheat on me. If you enter the relationship and you and that person never sat down and talked about how y'all gonna be monogamous with one another, nobody cheated on you. They cheated on themselves and you cheated on yourself as well. You should have had the conversation. Stop assuming that everybody gonna be faithful because you are. Because girl, I've been fucking with him, just him only for 6 months. Who told you to do that? That was the decision you made. He never said he was gonna do the same. I'm not saying frolic around with people who don't know how to sleep with one person, because there's a lot of people who do. But y'all actually attracting the men who don't, okay? And that's based on where you are in your current life. So what I'm saying is this: if you didn't have the conversation, stop assuming that he gonna do what you did. That was your decision, not his.
But if you are going to dictate to me that I'm supposed to pretend that men are women and women are men, no. My answer is no. I'm not going to modify basic biology because it threatens your subjective sense of what you are.
Okay, but you're still saying these kids should not be accepted because they don't really fit in either place? They can't just I'm
saying that the Boy Scouts have a standard. You must be a biological boy to be a Boy Scout. You have to be a boy to be a Boy Scout.
Where's that written though? Okay.
In the name Boy Scouts. Let me ask you this. Okay, I won't ask you how old. I will ask you how old you are, okay? Because you're young enough that it's probably not insulting to ask you. So.
I'm 22, so I'm probably young and naive, right?
No. Why aren't you 60? Why aren't you 60?
Because it.
And why can't you identify as 60? What is the problem with you identifying as 60?
It's not the same as gender. You can't just.
You're right. Age is significantly less important than gender. You can't magically change your gender. You can't magically change your sex. You can't magically change your age.
Sorry that you went to college. I'm sorry that the banks forever get your dollars. I'm so sorry that YouTube works better for you to learn everything quicker than what your parents made you choose. Ain't talking to future teachers and lawmakers, don't get me for false statements. I'm talking to all the art majors and ball players and these students that think they dumb but they purpose go far greater than long papers. The ones that traded in all the talents that God gave us in exchange for hard labor and lost wages and small favors. But watch how y'all say that I'm preaching no. But look, you need to know you about to work for somebody that didn't even go. But good luck on your thesis though. Good luck on depression and only affording pizza rolls. You seeing success and I can't even say to each his own, cause you don't really want to. Struggling to pay back that 40K that they front you. They tell us watch our diet and keep on feeding us junk food. Look what this shit has come to. I know you thinking about it, but other opinions hunt you. Don't worry about the thoughts in your mother's cousins and uncles. All of your dreams will come true. And you can hit me up once that eureka moment come through. Shit, forgot to dance and make sure that y'all know it's fun too. Abundance comes in a bundle. You in a Zoom class, no wonder why you disgruntled.